So VMware Tools installation is finished. So I'm going to click finish and restart the server. And I'm going to do the same thing on all of them. Once we restart, you will see that the server will be much faster. What it does, it upgrades the drivers, installs the VMware tool drivers on these VMs. So servers are restarting. Now, what do we need to do in this video? We need to basically do the basic configuration, and the basic configuration includes, first of all, I'm going to name the servers properly, rename them properly. Secondly, we need to set up the IP address. Third, I need to add 2 network cards to these and 1 disk to this, and so we'll do all that, and then we will move on to the next video. So on the first, second, and third, the machines are starting up. So let's log in to one by one all 3 of them. So this machine and the second server. The third server. So on the first server, once the server manager opens, server manager will open. So once the server manager is open, we will first of all rename the server. Now, after renaming the server wants to be restarted. The server should be restarted, but I'm not going to restart the server. I'm going to restart them at the end once all configuration is done. So on this server, first of all, go to local server here, and within the local server, we will first of all change this name to this name, so matches this name. Technically, this is not required for failover cluster, but this is required for our architecture. So in here, we can go to local server and just click on the server name. Server name is right here. So sometimes it doesn't display here. You just keep on checking the taskbar. So change this name to 360 Cloud SRV01, and done. So same goes for here. Click on change. So here this is 02 and 03. So once this is done, it's asking for restart. I'm not going to restart at the moment, so restart later. And before that, I will basically, first of all, disable firewalls. So why do we need to disable firewalls? So that these servers can communicate with each other. So number 1, disable firewall. Number 2, I'm going to disable IE enhanced security as well. So this is also required to be disabled in this case. And the third is I'm going to set up the IP address. So on Ethernet 0 here, I'm going to just reset the IP address, disable IPv6, and in this IP address, so 68.10.10, and this is a subnet mask. DNS we don't need at the moment. DNS will be provided once Active Directory is installed. So on this server, basic configuration is done. So server name, and so we can restart this machine. So once this is restarted, now same settings we need to do here, and close, restart later, and in private we are going to disable the firewalls. So disable the firewall, and we also need to disable this, not this, actually, IE enhanced security. So in Server 2016, they automatically provided an antivirus service, which is Windows Defender. Windows Defender is an antivirus solution from Microsoft. And so here I'm going to disable IPv6 and enable IPv4. So make sure the IP addresses are exactly the same based on our architecture. So 10.10, and I'm just going to make sure one more time here. So on this, our IP address 10.12. So 10.10 is 1, 10.12, 10.14. So on this one, this is 10.12. I press tab, or I can click the subnet mask will automatically appear, and close. So close this one and restart. So while we set up the third server, we can basically restart these other servers. So restart later, and here name we already changed, so that change will appear on the server manager once the server is restarted. So firewalls disabled, IP address, we need to provide the IP address. I'm gonna just disable IPv6 and provide this IP address, and IP address is 192.168.10.14. Press tab and done. So the IP addresses are done, and just restart this machine. So once they come back, then we will continue in the other video. So here, just press restart and continue. This machine is restarted, and we will continue in the other video.